Right, we're talking general wash today then, and what to do, whether you're at a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever your routine is, this has got it all covered. General, everyday wash process, snow foam, rinse, mechanical contact wash with a mitt as normal, another rinse off, and it's as easy as that. Under 60 minutes, including getting everything out and packing away, that should have you covered. Let's get into it. So this is Gyeon's Q2M foam. This is the latest branded bottle, and this is what you will get if you're buying it now. If you've got a bit of an older one, they used to come in a bit of a clear bottle. It says here, directions for use, 5:1 they recommend. But I've had a look and people are using this generally 15:1. So what I'm actually using here is a laundry detergent measuring cup. It's got some decent little markers on it. And my other measuring jugs aren't this small, I've got some bigger ones, so that's all measured out for today's wash. So I'm going to dump that in there. Generally then supplementing with Koch Chemie's Green Star. And I measure this actually using what used to be a Calpol 5mm measuring syringe for kids. So bang that in there, give that a pull. 5mm Koch Chemie's Green Star. And that forms the start or the basis of what I will be washing with. So what we're doing here is we've got a 3 bucket method. So we've got a wheel bucket, rinse bucket and a wash bucket. So my go-to is Built Amber's Auto Wash. You're talking about 5mm of this for your wash process. So I just tend to use the cap as my measure. So you're talking roughly 5mm of that per wash. You can use this anything up to 2000:1, and how I dilute that really is just the determinant factor is how much water I put in. So obviously how much water you put into your 5mm, whether you're going 5, 10, 15 litres in your wash process, it's totally up to you. We're using same grit guard in all of them. And then yeah, so one plain water, one's going to have auto wash, and then we'll probably go auto wash in the wheel bucket as well, or maybe a bit of Koch Chemie Green Star, just to give it that bit of extra cleaning power. But what I'm going to do alongside that, again using the old children's medicine syringe, perfect with this sort of stuff. 10mm Green Star in there. So while we're talking wheel cleaning then, this is wheel bucket. Obviously we've now got auto wash in there, Green Star. Just bring lids over here for all of them. Wheel brush wise, I sort of tend to go between, depending on intricacy and what I'm doing, just my own care. I can get away with these microfiber wheel woolies. Got a wheel face brush, just a nice soft thick pile. I've got a sort of detailing brush here that's reasonably stiff. We're using this for the nuts, stuff like that. Got a tyre brush, and then got one of these nylon wheel brushes. These are really good for any intricate spaces. If you've got big calipers or anything like that and you need to get in there and maybe this one's a bit too thick piled, this will go in no problem, and you can take it right down to pretty much just where the shaft is. Then we'll give it a quick whack just with the snow foam cannon with the dilutions talked about earlier. Now we'll sit and let that dwell. Any surface contaminants there that we don't want to be rubbing into the finish. So for this we're going to be using the Ava Easy P57. This has got the stubby on, so for this one I've just got it set at the 60° at the minute. I've just locked that in place. we'll give that a rinse off and then we'll get on contact wash. So that's done as our initial rinse. Got the worst of it off. Now we can move in. I forgot to add before as well. Got a little wheel mitt, so if you've ever got one of those as well, we'll get straight in and do these. So these can always be one of those areas that you struggle to get clean or get in or get soap suds out or something. So that's good enough for that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with these, but don't really need washing at all, those. Give the faces a quick brush first. Again, if there's anything too bad on that, just get it flicked off. Then we'll straight in with the nylon. Get these barrels cleaned a little. One slight issue you have with these nylons sometimes is they do tend to spit as you're pulling them in and out, so if you're not keeping them fully inside the wheelbarrow at all times, you can get a bit of splashback, get some dirty arms. Right, give that another quick rinse. So wheels are clean. We've jumped now to all four wheels are done, and we're just about to start to foam the vehicle. That's the vehicle fully foamed. Started on the passenger side, proceeded around the whole car, come back, re-layered passenger side, you know, especially where you can see on that glass where it's been coated, it's ejected it, so I've redone that. You can see it's layering up, Really nice actually to say it's only a weak dilution, and we're not down at that manufacturer's recommended 5:1. By the time we've put the bit of Koch Chemie's Green Star in and the Gyeon foam itself, we're up at that 15:1 range, something like that. So it's just past 5 o'clock in the evening. The car's been in shade for hours now. No real issue with panel temps or anything like that. So we can really sit and let it dwell for as long as it needs to. You can see it started to come off pretty nicely now anyway. All the glasses got rid of it, and you can see the rest of it where it's rolling off, ready for rinsing. So we're starting to get bits that have fully ejected it and are going to dry now, on that other side especially, a few bits around here. So we'll get on with the rinse. So that's the rinse done. We weren't trying to sort of use that pressure washer in any sort of mechanical fashion to help, agitate that dirt as such. So if I was doing a snow foam and then a jet wash only, and then leaving it to air dry with using deionised water, I'd be a lot more methodical about getting every last bit of foam off. But in this case, all we're doing is getting ready for a contact wash. So we're just using a cheap mitt off Amazon for this, nothing spectacular. So as we go along then, we might be doing one panel, maybe half a panel, depending what we're doing, with one side, and then we'll flip, do another one. As you can see again, like I just mentioned, it's not the sudsiest thing ever, but not really a concern of mine, to be honest with you. It's not something I'm really going after. You can feel there's a bit of lubrication there, so that's the main thing. So what I'll tend to do then is I'll wash all the top, all the sides and everything. I'll do the doors, but I won't do the sills or any particularly dirty areas right until last. Using normal, good practices. Washing in straight lines, no circular motions, try not to swirl. Cart's only been machine polished a few months. So I'm not really adding any pressure here now, we're literally just letting the mitt do the work. So that's one half done. Snip round the other side now, do the same. Right, that's the quick mechanical wash done, just with a cheap Amazon mitt, built amber auto wash with 5mm Green Star. You were really down there, probably 2001 today as well, so weak as it gets. It's sat, so all the bubbles have gone and everything, so still got the lubrication, but it's just not super bubbly and sudsy. Right, that's our full mechanical wash process done. Now we're going to get off any remaining suds and a bit of soap and anything that's just been left behind from that mechanical wash process. So before I started this wash process, we had a few little areas that were they had some road film on, and I think without a mechanical wash you wouldn't have seen a return in that water behaviour, especially around these sort of rear arches here. You could see all the streaking in the patterns of the road film. So all looks like it's back to normal. So there we are then. We'll do a bit of a final clean up, get everything packed away. That's going to be it for today's wash process. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. I hope it's covered all the bases that you expected. If not, leave us a comment down below, let us know what you're after. If you've got any other things that you're looking for, I'm going to be making at least once a week, maybe twice a week videos, scheduling wise, depending on what I've got on. So make sure to drop it a like if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new. YouTube will now recommend whatever it thinks is best for you, according to what you usually watch right here. I'll see you next time.